Andrew Dab, there at the end, right or shutting down. What? We're coming back to you. We're coming back to you. We just suddenly feel bad for Andrew Dab. This is the thing Mark does, where he goes over there by himself.
That mic's not working.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
I think
This is. You're right, Andrew hold on a second.
hold the phone. We really should do this, Mark.
We weren't going to do this till later, but you forced us into it. We have a
We have a special surprise for you, Mark. We have somebody who worked with you several episodes this year. Super excited. Surprise guest here. Nobody knows they're here today. They're here to say hi, give you little props. The hamster.
Hello, everybody. How's it hanging? Hello, Mark. It was great to work with you. You're a very giving man.
I just want to say for the record, that was the best and kindest actor that I worked with in 10 seasons.
In all fairness, I was in a cage and couldn't escape, but thanks. Kind of tied my paws behind my back, if you know what I mean. Anywho. Oh, somebody stepped on your foot, Bohan. You're selfish. But seriously, Bohan, great to see you again. And the people, it's so great to be here at the Comic-Con. And my question to Mark is, I'm a super fan of the show. I'm watching the season finale, and I know my accent is going from somewhere in South America to Italian, but bear with me. I traveled a lot in college. So the question I have for you is, you got the kind of a slap from Castiel towards the end of the year. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. Don't punch a fellow actor. So now I'm all afraid. What's up with Crowley coming up in season 11? What are his plans? Is he still around? Help my brother out.
We need to the whole panel's in tears.
My stomach hurts.
Well, I'm dead.
So they just let me come here because I was going to show up here anyway. But have a really great season, guys. It was fun.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
Surely not, Mark Shepard.
Say it ain't so.
I don't see the lips moving anymore.
He's a hamster after all. It's not hard to see his lips. Yeah, very well played. He's waiting. This is what he does when he's off camera.
I get in the zone.
Still the best actor I've worked with.
Well, I made a choice. That's our difference.
That's fine.
All right, so let's go to Andrew Dab, who's sitting impatiently.
No, following that is going to be great. Ask me something about angels. It's going to be awesome.
Listen, you're one of the brightest brains in that writer's room.
The brightest.
You're the brightest. Arguably the brightest. Supernatural's done an amazing job over its 10-year run of playing fun with the genre, having a good time with its own format. It does it in black and white, flashback. It does, of course, French Mistake. It gets meta. It's taking a poke at the convention world with you.
Real Ghostbusters.
So
Changing channels.
Changing channels, which has me in it. I'm just saying that because I'm in it. Has nothing to do with this question. Is there anything like that on tap this year? Are we going to see any themed episodes?
No.
Damn it.
Hey, great, Andrew.
I told you not to bring that.
I know. It's all played pretty safe. No, we have something coming up, I think, in episode 4 specifically that's going to be really fun. And yeah, that's what's fun about having great fans like these, like they'll follow us anywhere. So we feel we have a lot of freedom to take the show.
highlight this season that you can speak about?
There are, but they're coming back in sort of a surprise way. So unfortunately, there's not too much I can talk about unless I forgot one.
No. That was a personal question I just have for you later. It's like, am I coming back or are we not?
Having this incredibly awkward conversation.
Is the hamster coming back?
He's already done more episodes than me and Rich.
I'm so excited. It would be nice to have this thing with one of the boys, just saying.
Italian again?
Relaxing change.
Jared, for you, must have also been tough with him with the Mark of Cain this year. Like that was, it could be argued that it was even harder on Sam than it was for Dean to sort of deal with that. How do you think this season might change that?
Obviously with Mark on, there's still, we were sort of true to supernatural form, sort of out of the frying pan into the fire. So though the Mark is gone, we're dealing with something much bigger and badder. But maybe I haven't said it yet, we're not the lose Chesters.
So tight, man. So tight. That loose Chester's biscuit tight.
A little bit better each time.
Well, the problem is we're slowly becoming the loose chesters.
There's always one guy. One sour apple. One loose Chester's guy. No, the Castiel. May I call you Castiel? Be sure. This whole season, season 10 was like conflict, battling it, constantly at odds with each other. Are you part of this new alliance that's going to be battling this new big bad? Where do you see yourself slotting into the equation?
So far, from what I have seen of the season,
Whatever you said right there was hilarious.
Gary's head bigger than the loose Chester's been.
It's fun to face Mark.
I remember that from break time. Your stuff is golden. You know what I'm saying? When the boys get coffee, yada yada.
Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong.
11 parlor tricks.
But my impression so far is that we are united against a common enemy. Yeah, no, I think the boys are very much united. We know Castiel's not really a fan favorite, so he's not really involved. But we'll find something to do, Yeah.
The smartest writer in the writers' room has spoken.
Jensen, you guys have already started shooting.
We are 4 days in.
And,
Or very long.
and Jensen, you're actually directing this episode.
I
How does it feel, sort of starting the car up again, so to speak?
Hey, good analogy, Robbie.
Thanks. Because of baby and whatnot?
I'm not really here right now.
Yeah,
I'm still. No, it's great. Everybody, even though the break, what was it, 2 months or something like that between seasons, some less for the writers who have to get back at pretty quickly. But it's good. It's everybody comes back kind of refreshed and ready to go. And I think a few people on this panel actually said, "I'm looking forward to being back."
That was a private conversation. That was a private moment. Unbelievable.
Anyway.
Nothing sacred. Can I interject for just a second on the whole directing thing? So we were shooting a scene, and Jensen came out of the tent after we did a take. He gave me a little direction. He asked me to do it a little bit differently. And then he came out of the tent after we did another take, and he looked a little unsatisfied, and he gave me another little note, tweak it a little bit. And then he came out of the tent after the third take, and he said, "I think I'm making it worse." So not everybody came back fresh and ready to go. Evidently, somebody had sort of dropped the ball over hiatus and forgotten how to act. But thanks, that was some of the best direction I've ever gotten.
And then it worked.
And it worked. I think I'm making it worse. Yeah, that's
It's knowing what to say to certain people to really get the performance out of them. You know, there's some people that you don't have to talk to at all. Nobody on this stage.
Oh, hello!
I never had the pleasure of working with you. That being said, it was good to fire up the car again. In fact, we did that just the other night downtown. Was anybody there? Anybody in downtown Vancouver like 3 nights ago? Were you really? So yeah,
There you go.
We were here waiting for
we
you.
were putting on a bit of a rumble show downtown and waking all the neighbors up at 1 in the morning, and as the Impala does sometimes. But it is good. It's good to get back at it.
What's it like directing like Jared? Is that weird? What do you give? You say, what do you? I mean, he's taller than you. He's a big guy.
Oddly tall.
Yeah.
I think it's. Well, yeah. How is it? How is it? Look, it's after 10 seasons, 10 years of playing these characters and knowing the story. There's an ease to being able, or to having to direct the main cast, which you really don't have to. Unless it's Misha, then you have to really kind of rein him in a bit. But you know, Jared knows his character so well. Mark knows his character so well. Misha is still working on it. You know, Ruth especially. Ruth. I think Ruth. Oh, there's
No wonder you were on set when the car started.
We didn't know that was you.
I didn't know that was you. It's just a sea of dark faces out there and one red face.
She's the one who stood up and said.
And red hair.
She's the one who stood up and said she was there in Vancouver,
Yes.
and we were like, oh, another good
Put your hand down, we're trying to have a panel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
You know, so there is some ease that comes with directing the cast, and that you don't really have to because they know what they're doing, and you can kind of focus on trying to tell the story through the camera. So it's fun, it's challenging. One of the things I like doing, or one of the things I like about directing is the challenge itself. Challenging myself to kind of think about the script in a different way, and you know, the whole right brain, left brain thing, and so it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm lucky to have such an amazing crew that picks me up if I've forgotten a few things, and it's a big safety net, and it's also amazing to have such talented people to work with. Earmuffs, guys. And that makes my job as a director easy, and it also makes my job more fun as an actor. So there you go.
It's great. And Rich and I, whenever we go back and visit, you know, so much of the crew is the same guys from the beginning. I mean, talk about a family, like it really is.
Yeah, it is. It's you know, a lot of people say like, oh, it's like one big family, and this. I mean, we can truly, honestly say that it really is. I mean, we've seen children grow up. We've seen, you know, people get married. We've seen. We've been through births, through deaths, through marriages, through divorces. I mean, it runs the gamut of what we've seen with this, of what we've experienced with this whole group of people, and there's a majority of them that are still there, that have been there from day one, and that's pretty special when you work in this industry to have that times that many people.
There's no better feeling in the world than going to work and be embraced by the arms of your family and know that you have people there to trust, that just smile at you and make your day better. We're all in the same boat together, we all go
And
together.
then to come to places like this and be embraced by such
Yeah.
loving. Inspiration.
Absolutely.
So, Mark,
Yeah.
Crowley had a lot of things going on for him in season 10. A lot of the introduction of Ruth's character, all Crowley sort of finding his way within that world with the relationship with the boys. How do you see that playing out as we go forward into season 11?
I really preferred the questions coming from the hamster, personally.
Finally, somebody gets my mojo. What he said.
I think. Well, I'm dead. There's not really a lot I can do. It's pretty. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm pretty dead.
You'll come back.
Yeah. As I said, I'm pretty dead. So it's kind of what happens.
Did you hear what she said? She's like, that never means anything. She gets the point.
But it does to me.
I don't know how many times I've died.
Quite honestly, though, it's like it's been an amazing journey. I showed up as a guest star, kissing a very tall man under a bridge, and suddenly it's like 7 seasons later, and it's been the most fun journey I've ever had. And to be quite honest, even if I knew what was going to happen, I wouldn't damn well tell you because it's so much fun.
Click to the left to see part 3 of the Supernatural panel. So awesome. Then click to the right to see my one-on-one interviews with the whole cast, where they tell me what they think has to happen in season 11.